Hello there, Internet. How's it going? Welcome back to the show. Thanks for clicking on this one. My name's Pat Dan, and today I'd just like to share with you a little online exchange I experienced earlier. I don't know how long ago this was, long enough that the comments got deleted, so I can no longer show you the true series of events that took place. I can only recount it for you, and I can show you the video under which it happened, okay? So I saw this video on my YouTube homepage. This video will find you when you need it most, period. And I thought, hey, I'll give it a shot. I'll see if this video found me when I needed it most. Let's see if it gives me some big tips for the YouTube growth. Maybe I learned some insider info, some important stuff, perhaps. So I clicked on it, of course, as I always do. I click on a good video, and I watched a little bit of it before realizing that this is 1 minute and 34 seconds of absolute slop, and decided I would rather just read the comments while it plays in the background than actually listen to anything that this individual has to say, just because they didn't hook me in within the first 5 seconds. I have a short attention span. What can I say? Okay, so sue me. What am I supposed to do? I can't pay attention for more than 2 seconds. I don't know what to tell you about that. That's just the way I work. It's the way I work. It's the way I've always been. It's the way I'm going to continue to be. And there's nothing you can do to change that. So just let me live. Okay? Thank you. Now, with all the hate out of the way, if you would please refrain from any further hatred, I scrolled to the comments and I saw a comment that said like, "Oh, you are so like pretty, like you look really good in this video." And I was like, "Oh, what a sweet sentiment, like really really saying something nice just not even for your own benefit, just to bring someone up." I was like, "Oh, nice. That's a nice thing to do." And so, oh my goodness, I'm slapping my mic around. Hang on. Let me slap you guys around a little more, just in case that's what you came here for. All right. Now that that's out of the way, no more mic slappage, hopefully, unless you ask for it, of course. Hey, listen, anything that's asked for, I'll happily indulge. Um, Anyways, I I saw in the comments a little positivity, and I was glad. I was like, yes, let's see this. We need more of this in the world. Um, and and while granted, there were some valid criticisms of this comment underneath it that I kind of agreed with. There was also another comment underneath it that I found to be extremely hilarious, but also very much par for the course for the YouTube landscape, and the internet landscape in general. It said, "Not pretty, she's too old." Mind you, this girl looks like she's like, I can't imagine that she's over the age of like 29 years old. Like, she looks extremely young. I mean, I could, like, maybe she's older than I think she is. Maybe she just has a youthful soul, okay? And maybe it's like she's deceivingly young looking. But to me, she looks pretty dang young. And this guy's one like 1 point against this comment was too old. Too freaking old, man. She cannot look good. She's too old. You're not allowed to look good if you're too old. That's just not it. That's just how it works. I'm sorry, but that's just the rules of the game. Once you hit a certain age, you're officially ugly for the rest of your life. I don't know who came up with this rule, but it's just everyone knows it. Obviously, everyone knows it. I know it, you know it, we all know it. We live by it. Um and so I saw this comment. Typically I don't respond to comments. I don't leave responses to comments, especially on videos that aren't my own. Why do that? Why bring that into my life? It's unnecessary and hateful, I think. Just generally, all comments are hateful. The world is awful. Never respond to comments, period. But I was like, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna try to like I'm not gonna try to change anything, but I am going to like let this guy know that there was like no one was happy by him having said that. it improved no one's day. So I responded something along the lines of, "Hey, great comment, bro," like something like that. It was like sarcastic. It was like, "Yeah, dude, you're really uplifting the YouTube community right here. You're doing a great service, man. It's awesome to see somebody who just wants to make people's day better. It's really sick to see somebody who's commenting on how old another person is so that they'll uplift their spirits and just make an overall better feeling community on youtube.com. Props to you, man. You're doing a great job." Something like that. Not exactly those words. It's certainly not exactly those words. Probably nothing close, if I'm telling you the truth. But we're getting my version of the story here, okay? So I get to make up however I want it to sound. I can make myself sound as good as I want to. And so I responded with that. Um, and the comments were subsequently deleted. Anyway, just thought I'd share that. Just thought it was a fun little anecdote. Thought you'd enjoy it. Um, and I feel like it really sheds a light on how beautiful our world is. It's a great little community of human beings we've made on this here place called Earth. I mean, certainly in certain places, you'll find the good ones. The ones who are really trying to make the world better. Like me, obviously. Philanthropist extraordinaire, Pat Dan Draws, well known for my life-changing rhetoric and advice and the many charity causes that I've supported over my lifetime. Anyways, that's besides the point. That's enough glazing, okay? You know, just wanted to throw that out there. Late on the facts, because I talk in facts and facts only. Anyways, I think it's really funny when you find people who leave comments like that, just because it's like, why? It's like, did it make you really happy to leave it? Like, genuinely, I want to know, did it make you happy to leave that comment? Like, did it make you feel better about, like, were you having a shitty day and did that, like, actually improve it? Because if so, maybe I need to start getting in on that, because I feel like when my days are bad, I just, like, grin and bear it. I don't go leaving bad comments. Maybe I'm missing out. And maybe I'm having bad days when I don't need to be having bad days, you know? So anyway, just a little sneak peek as to what's coming to you. Next time you leave an angry comment on a video, I'll be right there waiting, okay? Call me Pat Dandraws, YouTube comment police. All right? It's an official position. I've been hired. I've been hired by the Google Services team, and they've reached out to me. They said, "Hey, we see you. We see you. Hey, 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 we see you. You've been doing great work on our platform, and we just want to say we need more people like you. We're going to put you on the payroll. We're going to put you on the payroll. Anytime you see somebody slacking off, somebody making unsavory remarks, you put them in their place. You do what you have to." And I said, YouTube.com? YouTube.com. I looked them in the eyes. I said, YouTube.com. You've saved my life. And then we went out for drinks. It was a whole thing. It was pretty. You should have been there, to be honest. But yeah, that's what happened. And I just wanted to let you guys know how much of a good Samaritan I am as well. Don't forget that. All right. As you can tell, there's a little creation. There's a little creation being created in front of your very eyes. As you may well know, a little creation has been created. And you may be seeing it now. Listen, you might be thinking, what is this abomination? It looks like it could be potentially like an oven, a blue oven. I don't know. Do they make those like I don't know what this is. Is this like a Lego brick, or is this okay, I'll clarify. I'll clear it up. You guys stop. Stop guessing, okay? Stop. Just, can you stop with your guesses? Please? Can you stop with your guesses? I would appreciate it if you would stop with your guesses. Just stop, okay? No! I'm going to tell you right now, all right? No more guessing. We've had enough of that. We've had enough guessing for the night, all right? Do we understand each other? Thank you. Sorry. It's like I'm working with children here, you know? You guys sometimes are just, it's a little too much. Hey, I'm not saying I don't love you. I'm just saying, you know, sometimes you got to learn to put a sock in it. Sometimes you got to learn to put a sock in it. All right. Right now, see, it's very simple. You just had to wait 2 seconds. I would have told you. Right now, I'm doing a little etching here, a little wood carving, of my beloved vehicle. Good news about this vehicle. I have been vehicle-less for approximately, I have no idea. It's probably been like a couple months or something, and it just hasn't gotten fixed in that time. I've been going sad and missing out on life, you know, not able to really experience it to its fullest. And it's really taken a toll on my mental, but we're back, okay? No need to despair any longer. We're back and better than ever, all right? And today's the day we show them how it's done, okay? Because my vehicle is in tip-top condition, back from the shop, never looked better, okay? And you may be asking, what is this? What are you rocking here? You sound like a big baller, you know? You're making the big bucks off this YouTube money. It's got to be something huge, right? And I'll tell you, yes, it is, okay? One of the most expensive vehicles on the market, okay? One of the most sought after. The Toyota Prius. It is, I would say, probably the most popular automobile that you can currently purchase, okay? The most popular automobile that you can currently purchase. I'll put my money on that. I will. I will put my money on that. And you know, not most popular but least owned. Many people can't afford it. It's too high of a price margin for some, but not for me. I'm making those big YouTube AdSense. We've been monetized a long time. You know me, always on that grind set. I have 81 subscribers, by the way. Haven't ever been monetized on YouTube in my entire life. Let's scratch that, you know, scratch the record. I tend to be a compulsive liar. Things like that come up, and, you know, I'm working on it. I'll call myself out for things like that, okay? I'll let you know. When I catch myself saying something like that again, you'll know, all right? I won't lie to you any longer. It's the end. I'm calling it right here. It's the end. So anyway, it's nice to have the freedom. It's nice to have the freedom to be able to go on the open road and move and schmoove and get yourself places. You know, that's all the human condition yearns for. Get yourself places. That's what we want. It's what we've been wanting for a long time, I'd think. You know, you got to get yourself places to get yourself places. That's something I've learned over time, over the years. Okay, it's a piece of wisdom that has been bestowed upon me from my great grandfather. One of the wisest men I ever knew. And he let me know, you got to get places. And he was right. He was so right. He was so completely, utterly right. The man knew what he was talking about. You can't, hey, he was a little kooky, but listen, you can't discount the severity of his knowledge. It's beautiful when somebody knows their stuff. And it doesn't happen often. You know, there's a lot of schmucks living in our generation. I'm not one of them. Lucky for you, you can listen to what I say and know for sure it is packed with a punch of juicy truth and goodness. Okay, chat. Anyways, there's this new hot on the block artist that the kids are talking about lately. I don't know if you've heard of him. He's a little underground, not very known. He goes by the name of Joji. Okay, for those of you unaware, Joji is a musical artist. He makes music under the kind of lo-fi pop sphere. He's somewhat of a enigma, I would say, in terms of his aura. You might call it a bit of aura that he possesses, and he really flaunts it upon you. He looks at you and he says, "Hey, hey you, hey you, check out this," and then he hits you with a laser flip, and then he hits you with a middle finger. And then he plays his hit single. His new single that just came out, Pixelated Kisses. This is a paid advertisement, okay? Just keep that in mind. Pixelated Kisses, new hit single, just came out from Joji. He is coming out with a new style of music. This is something unlike we've heard on his last album, which I've seen speculations, okay? So, for those of you not in the know, his last album was called Smithereens. Smithereens was a very short EP length, you might even say. And not only was it short, it was probably like 30 minutes or something, I believe. I don't remember exactly, but I remember it being very short. And it had an interlude, a demo, and a freestyle, okay? An interlude, a demo, and a freestyle in a 30-minute long album, all right? Called Smithereens. The album cover, you might be asking, what's the album cover? What's the album cover? They're raving to know. What's the album cover, they say. I'll create it for you right here, right now in MS Paint, all right? I'll show you what the album cover is. You're wondering, what's the album cover? What's all this hubbub? What does the album cover look like, Pat Dan? What does it look like? What's all the excitement? Why are people foaming at the mouth to get a peek at this album? What has got them so excited? It's got to be a great cover, right? It's got to be a beautiful cover, right? It's got to be mind-blowing, right? This is the album cover. Pixel perfect. Mind you, pixel perfect, down to the pixel. That's the album cover right there. Smithereens by Joji. It's beautiful. You know, it's beautiful when an artist really gets to express themselves via the picturesque nature of the presentational artwork used to represent their music. Smithereens by Joji. It's honestly, it's not that bad of an album, to be honest. I'm kind of a Joji glazer. So I don't know that he could have released anything I don't like, but it did, many people are speculating this, it did seem at the time like it might have been a contractual kind of get out. Like Brockhampton, before they broke up, released, their whole Roadrunner and TM double release, the double shot, a little bit of contractual obligation. They had to release a certain amount of albums, and they were broken up. So they said, okay, let's get these out, and then we can get out. You know what I'm saying? Let's get these out, then we can get out. Okay? Many are saying this is just what Joji has been doing. This is just what he did. He was on the out, and he was saying to himself, you know what, you guys, I need to get my get my stuff off the 88 Rising label. Okay? He's under a label called 88 Rising, frequently associated with the likes of Rich Brian, Nicki, the Higher Brothers. You may notice these names, all very successful Asian artists. That's what they specialize in. They have a focus on Asian culture, bringing it to the modern United States landscape, you could say. And Joji was under this label for his entire music career up until this point. However, new single comes out, Pixelated Kisses, under an independent label, distributed by UMG. Okay. What's it called, you might be asking? Palace Creek. Palace Creek, new Joji, indie label, Palace Creek. The streets are raving. He's made a big change. He's made a big change. And the people are saying what? The people are saying that he made Smithereens as an out. He wanted out. He wanted out. And he did it. He got out. So it seems that he's gotten what he wanted. The man always does. Anyway, Smithereens was not that bad, I don't think, to be honest. I mean, I think it was bad, but I think it was also like still Joji. Even though he didn't produce or have a hand in making a lot of areas of the album, you know, he had a lot of people doing it for him. I still felt his spirit. Anyway, Pixelated Kisses, on the other hand, is a banger. It is grungy. It is rough, and it feels like a return to bedroom music making for Joji. It seems like something he sat down and said, you know, I want to make a song that sounds intense, a song that has a certain grit to it. Grit is the word I was looking for there. And he succeeded, I'll tell you what. He's gotten, you know, a bit of grit, a bit of beauty, and a bit of lovely flourishes throughout. It's a wonderful song. Pixelated Kisses got me going insane, is all I'll say. Anyways, just a little music knowledge for you. Dropping it hot here on Pat Dan Draws. This next song is Pixelated Kisses by Joji. That's my dream. It's always been my dream to announce songs on the radio. No, it hasn't. I don't know why I'm lying. I don't know why I'm lying to you. I don't know why I apologize. You know, I just said I was done lying, didn't I? Okay, now I'm done. That was the last time. That was the last. Okay, you know what? That was also a lie. Okay. You know, I think it's just in my nature to lie. I don't think it's possible. I'm never getting over it. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. Okay. Beautiful. Smithereens. Pixelated Kisses got me going insane. Recreate this moment from 1,000 miles away. Sorry, sometimes I get caught up in the moment. In any case, that's all I got for you today. Oh my goodness. That's all I got for you today. Thank you so very much for your time. I've been Pat Dan. You've been great. And until next time, kick rocks, pal. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Have a good one.